Itachi Uchiha is probably the most genius member of the Uchiha clan in all of history, a shinobi who lived only to protect his village and his younger brother. And on the other side we have Obito Uchiha, the shinobi with one of the most broken Uchiha Eye abilities ever, a man who lost everything and became one of the main antagonists in the entire series. So, who is the stronger? Hi everyone, and today, just like I promised in my last video, I'm going to break down a potential fight between Obito Uchiha and Itachi Uchiha. After I uploaded the final Akatsuki ranking video, made a poll, and most people wanted for this matchup, and honestly that's not surprising because for many fans this fight is one of the most controversial and debated battles in Naruto. That's why in this video I'm going to simulate their fight the way it could realistically play out based on my own personal opinion. Alright, let's begin. First, I want to clarify the versions we're using. We're talking Obito during his time in the Akatsuki, meaning he has his original Mangoku Sharingan, plus the extra Sharingan he kept as a backup for Izanagi, no Rinnegan, and obviously non-Ten Tails for obvious reasons. And as for Itachi, we will take him in the form he had when he had already given Naruto Shisui's eye with Koto Mutsukami. That way, it's a fair battle between two Uchiha using their own natural abilities. The reason for their confrontation could easily be Sasuke. Even while he was still alive, Itachi started suspecting that the man behind the mask had plans for his younger brother, so let's say Itachi decided to stop him personally. This actually fits the story perfectly, because if you remember, before his death, Itachi placed Amaterasu inside Sasuke's eye, specifically to kill Obito in case Obito tried to use Sasuke for his own goals, but in the end, it didn't work. Now the fight begins. Both Itachi and Obito had some knowledge about each other's abilities, so this battle wouldn't look anything like Itachi vs Sasuke, because this time Itachi would not hold back. His goal would be to eliminate Obito completely, and Obito, once he realizes what's happening, wouldn't hold back either. The only things they wouldn't fully know about are Itachi's Susanoo artifacts and Obito's Kamui dimension and Hashirama cells. Let's say Itachi invites Obito for a talk and the fight starts. Itachi wouldn't attack Obito physically right away because it would be pointless. First, Itachi doesn't have unlimited chakra, and second, physical attacks simply wouldn't work. Obito's ability allows him to become intangible, meaning shuriken, Susanoo strikes, and even Amaterasu wouldn't be able to hit him. Yes, we did see Obito get coached by the Amaterasu once, but that only happened because he didn't accept it from Sasuke and wasn't taking the situation seriously. Against Itachi, Obito would 100% show up with intagability already active. Even the Totsuka blade, which seals souls into the internal genjutsu realm, wouldn't work on Obito because you can't seal what isn't even the same dimension, and Itachi knew that. So the first thing Itachi would do is cast Tsukuyomi the moment they make eye contact. Quick reminder, Tsukuyomi is a genjutsu where time and reality are completely controlled by Itachi. In just a few seconds inside Tsukuyomi, Kakashi experienced what felt like 3 full days of torture and then spent weeks in the hospital afterwards. Now, according to Itachi himself, only another Uchiha can break Tsukuyomi, like Sasuke did during their fight, and Obito is a Uchiha and an experienced Mangoku user. But there are two important points here. First, it's not graduated Sasuke actually broke it. It's possible Itachi simply stopped the technique himself, since the entire fight fight was planned from start to finish. Second, Kakashi remained conscious after Tsukuyomi, even though he wasn't an Uchiha and Kakashi had the same Sharingan eye Obito had. So back to the battle. Itachi tries to end it right there. Obito gets caught in Tsukuyomi and most likely remains intangible, because unlike Kotomo Tsukami, Tsukuyomi cannot directly control someone's actions. It can force Obito to become tangible. So either Obito breaks out, or he simply survives the torture and the fight continues. And that's exactly what happens. Obito escapes the Genjutsu, furious and in pain, toward Itachi to finish him while Itachi is temporarily weakened after using Tsukuyomi. But just in case, Obito activates Izanagi using his second Sharingan. Then Obito sees Shuriken flying toward him. Is he desperate? No, he is planning something. Obito thinks. He becomes intangible again, disappears underground, and reappears. But then he sees a massive fireball coming down from above. At that moment, Obito thinks, he is setting the entire battlefield on fire, so I can't materialize near him. Smart. Obito disappears again, reappears at a distance, and then uses the Uchiha flame barrier, surrounding the area to close the distance. His goal is simple: appear behind Itachi and pull him into the Kamui dimension, because inside Kamui, Itachi would eventually die from hunger or thirst with no escape. And it happens. Obito appears behind Itachi at insane speed, ready to grab him. But suddenly, Obito sees Shuriken flying toward him again. A clone, Obito thinks. He becomes intangible, disappears underground, and reappears. And again, a massive fireball comes flying at him. Wait, this already happened. Yes, exactly. This is Izanami. Everything Itachi did wasn't a test. He was building the loop for Izanami. The fight is already over. Even with all of Obito's experience and abilities, he wouldn't be able to do anything against Izanami. His intangibility only lasts around 4 minutes, and in that time, he wouldn't be able to find himself and escape the loop, because as we know, the break Izanami, you must accept who you truly are. And Obito is perfect victim. After Rin's death, he completely lost himself. All he wanted was to escape reality and create an illusion world. So mentally, he is the perfect target. Yes, it's possible he could eventually break out, just like Kabuto did, but definitely not within 4 minutes. And once that time runs out, Obito becomes fully tangible and wide open for Itachi's finishing attack. So that's how I personally imagine their potential fight. But what do you think? Write your own versions of this battle in the comments. I'd love to read them. I tried to describe this matchup as logically and story accurate as possible, not just comparing power levels, but actually simulating a real fight. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to support me with a like and subscription. And now I'm going to start working on the next script. Good luck everyone, and see you next time. Bye!